Hi, my love. Welcome back. In this video, we are diving in to how to write an author bio. There's a lot of pieces to this. It's explained step by step in the author manual, and our publishing manager can always go over any questions that you have. But I just want to give you the overview and give you all that you need for your first steps. So, the author bio goes in a couple of different places depending on where you're publishing, how you're publishing, an ebook, a physical book. Let's assume we are publishing an ebook and a print book on Amazon. So for us to be able to prepare all of that, you need to do two things. You're going to write a long bio and a short bio. Maybe you're used to writing bios, maybe you've never written a bio, maybe you're somewhere in between. An author bio is a little bit different than anything else that you may put out about yourself. So let me say a couple of things. First of all, this is the one chance, this is the main chance, the first glance, where you get to tell prospective readers who you are, why you are someone to listen to about this particular topic, because I've lived it, I've learned it, I've taught it, or any of the above. You can talk about your traditional learning, you can talk about your experience, your lived learning, but by the end of reading your author bio, someone should be able to say, okay, I trust this person to be an expert to teach me this thing. Even if it's a memoir, who are you? Why is this story compelling and worth reading? So we're going to make two bios. Let's start with one, and then we'll make the shorter one from the big one. I have an exercise that I've used and highly recommend, because we need long and short, because a bio is going to go on your Amazon author page. It's going to go with the book, but it's also very likely going to be a short little thing either on the back of the book or in one of the ultimate final pages of the book. So your author page has your bio. So we need a long one and a short one. Long ones are about 500 words, short ones are about 100 to 150 words. 100 words is really a tiny little space to say who you are, and it's like who I am, what I do, and why, but also why is it important, why does anybody else need to know? The exercise that I do and I teach, and I'm inviting you to do, is to really blend a couple of things. For a lot of women, saying what we're good at and why we deserve to be heard is challenging in itself. It's something that we have been taught subtly over time just to play quiet and don't brag. But guess what, babe? This is your brag fest. If you can't claim what you've studied, how you've experienced life, why you're fucking awesome in your author bio, then you can't anywhere. It has got to come out here, okay? So we'll talk about this in Circle, we'll talk about this in spaces where we can share with other authors and other women, but this is the challenge. It's to fucking brag, brag, brag. So here's the exercise. It's also in the author manual. You're gonna write two columns. On one column, it is your external, your logical, your linear, your masculine learning. I have a degree of this from this. I've studied this with so-and-so. I'm an expert in this. I'm a published author. You put that in your bio even before you become the published author, because when the bio is live, it is true. Okay? We're not going to say best-selling published author until we've earned that title, but we are author. So author goes in there, that external stuff. Okay? On the other column, it's the more internal, the personal, the more feminine stuff. I'm going to show you my example in the bio, in the manual, so that you have an understanding, because here we are not just doing the masculine, we're not just doing the feminine, we are both, okay? We are all of our degrees and we're all of our learned experience, okay? If I were to say I have a master's degree, but if I was writing about parenting and I didn't say that I was a single parent, single mother of one daughter, then then I'm leaving out a massive qualification. I am qualified to write and speak on this topic because of my lived experience. I don't have a degree in parenting from an institution, except from my daughter, but I have that credibility and credential there. So we're going to look at both sides. Do a draft of this, create some space, find someone else in your cohort to share this with, tweak it, play, because what we're going to do with these two columns in this, we're going to weave them together. And you're going to sound like a fucking badass, maybe even one you don't quite recognize, but that is the objective, okay? We're going to pull in our learning from authority marketing and expert positioning. We're going to figure out how to say really quickly, succinctly, and clearly who we are, who we serve, why we are a voice in this field, and why someone should hear what we have to say, okay? So dip into that, read the resources in the manual, reach out to your mentors and your community, reach out to me. We will build this together, and at the end you will have something that shines. Even if it feels a little bit too big for you at the beginning, we will grow into it. And know that every single time I write a book and every single time I do something, I update my email signature, my social media postings of who I am. It is a constant evolving thing, so it doesn't have to be a final product right now. And as always, my dog wants to contribute. Okay, signing off. Talk to you soon.